Ladies and gentlemen, today I came to tell you something that can change your life if you receive it. I came to remind you that inside of you, right now, there is greatness waiting to break free. There is power inside you that is bigger than the challenges you face, stronger than the doubts you carry, and greater than the fears that whisper you cannot do it. The truth is this: your dream is already real the moment you choose it. The world is waiting for you to stop doubting, stop hesitating, and stop making excuses. When you make a firm decision, the universe starts moving, doors start opening, and opportunities begin to chase you down. But here's the question: will you choose it? Because until you choose it, until you commit to it with everything you've got, it will stay locked inside your imagination. The world doesn't reward wishes, it rewards decisions. The moment you decide, truly decide, that your dream is non-negotiable, that's the moment everything changes. You have to stop waiting for the perfect timing. Stop waiting for someone to validate you. Stop waiting until you feel ready. Let me tell you something: you'll never feel ready. You just have to move. You just have to step into it. Faith is not about seeing the whole staircase. It's about taking that first step when you can only see the first stair. Your dream is not an accident. It was placed in you for a reason. You were not created just to survive. You were created to thrive. You were not born just to pay bills and die. You were born to create, to impact, to inspire, and to manifest the life you've been envisioning in your heart. So I challenge you today: choose it. Choose your dream. Choose your purpose. Choose your destiny. Because the moment you choose, the moment you commit, the moment you say, "This is mine and I will not quit until it happens," that's when the world will step aside and make room for you. Too many people go through life believing they are ordinary, believing they don't have what it takes to live their dream. But let me remind you today, you were not born empty. From the moment you entered this world, greatness was planted inside you. It may not look like much right now, but a seed doesn't look like a tree either. Hidden within that small seed is the power to grow tall, to branch out, to produce fruit, and to provide shade. And in the same way, hidden inside you is the potential to do more, be more, and live more than you've ever imagined. The reason most people never tap into their greatness is not because they don't have it. It's because they don't believe it's there. They've allowed life to convince them that they're average. They've listened to voices that told them they're not good enough, not smart enough, not talented enough. But those voices are lies. The truth is, greatness doesn't belong to a chosen few. It belongs to anyone who is willing to claim it, to nurture it, and to step into it. You already have everything you need to begin. Greatness isn't about having everything figured out. It's not about having a perfect plan, endless resources, or even approval from others. Greatness is about recognizing the gift you already carry within you and daring to bring it into the world. Some of the most powerful people who've changed history didn't start with much. What they did start with was belief. A belief that they were here to make a difference. A belief that what they carried inside was worth sharing, and a belief that even if they stumbled, they could rise again. Inside you is a voice, a vision, a dream that refuses to die. That voice whispers to you at night. That vision pulls at you during the day. And that dream reminds you that life is not meant to be wasted. Greatness is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming fully you. It's about peeling back the layers of doubt, fear, and limitation so that the true version of yourself can finally shine. And once you start to see it, you'll realize you've been carrying this power all along. Never forget this: the fact that you are alive, breathing, and standing here today is proof that greatness lives in you. Your existence is not an accident. Your presence here on this earth is not random. You were designed with intention, equipped with gifts and built with resilience to rise above anything that tries to hold you back. The same way a diamond is formed under pressure, your challenges are shaping you, molding you, and preparing you to release the greatness you already possess. A dream, by itself, is just a vision, a picture in your mind, a possibility that lives in your imagination. But what transforms a dream into reality is the power of choice. The moment you say, "This is mine, and I will pursue it no matter what," the dream stops being a fantasy and starts becoming a destination. Choice is what separates those who talk about their dreams from those who live them. A decision, a single bold commitment, can shift the entire direction of your life. You see, too many people spend their lives wishing. They wish for success, they wish for health, they wish for happiness, but they never choose it. Wishing keeps you in a passive state, waiting for something or someone to rescue you. Choosing, on the other hand, puts the power back in your hands. It says, "I am responsible, I am capable, I will take the first step, and I will not wait for permission." That's when your dream starts breathing, when it starts moving from the invisible to the visible. When you truly choose your dream, excuses lose their power. Fear may still knock on your door, but it can no longer paralyze you. Doubt may still whisper in your ear, but it can no longer dominate your decisions. A real choice eliminates the back and forth, the hesitation, the constant what ifs. It locks you in. It tells the world, the universe, and yourself that you're not playing around anymore. You're serious. You're all in. And when you go all in, life has a way of responding with opportunities you could never imagine. Choosing your dream is not a one-time declaration. It's a daily commitment. Every morning you must wake up and choose again. You must choose discipline over distraction, persistence over quitting, progress over comfort. And the more you choose, the more momentum you build. Each choice adds a brick to the foundation of your dream until one day you look back and realize you've built something solid, something lasting, something undeniable. The truth is, nobody else can choose your dream for you. People can support you, encourage you, even push you, but the decision has to come from within. That's why your dream is so personal. It was given to you, not to them. And until you stand up and say, "I choose this, I claim this, I will make this happen," your dream will remain just that, a dream. But the moment you choose, everything begins to shift. Life has a way of rewarding those who are fully committed. When you make a decision and back it up with consistent action, things begin to align in ways you never expected. Opportunities start showing up, people cross your path at the right time, and doors you thought were locked suddenly begin to open. This isn't luck, it's the natural response of the universe to unwavering commitment. The world respects those who know what they want and refuse to back down until they get it. Commitment has an energy to it. When you commit, you release a signal that says, "I am serious about this." That signal attracts resources, ideas, and people that match your vision. Have you noticed how when you dabble in something, nothing seems to work? But the moment you decide you're all in, progress starts happening. That's because half-hearted effort produces half-hearted results. But when you fully commit, when you burn the bridges of retreat, your energy shifts and the world shifts with you. It's not enough to simply dream or even decide. You must prove your commitment through action. Your choices, your sacrifices, your consistency all speak louder than words. Every step you take in the direction of your dream is a declaration that you mean business. And each of those steps pulls you closer to the resources, the people, and the opportunities that were waiting for your level of seriousness. The universe doesn't respond to casual interest, but it always responds to relentless pursuit. Commitment also has a way of revealing your true strength. When you're fully invested in your dream, you will face challenges, obstacles, and setbacks. But commitment doesn't allow you to quit. It forces you to dig deeper, to stretch, to grow in ways you never imagined. And it's in those moments when most people give up that committed individuals rise higher. The universe uses those challenges not to block you, but to prepare you for the very thing you've committed to achieve. Remember this: commitment transforms the impossible into the inevitable. When you commit, you cut off every other option. You stop entertaining distractions, you silence the doubts, and you take ownership of your destiny. That's when life leans in your direction. That's when unseen forces begin to conspire to help you. Commitment is the signal that tells the world, I will not be denied, and the world always responds. One of the greatest lies people tell themselves is, I'll start when the timing is right. They convince themselves they need more money, more knowledge, more connections, or more confidence before they can chase their dream. But let me tell you something. The perfect time will never come. If you keep waiting for everything to line up, you'll be waiting for the rest of your life. Success doesn't belong to those who wait for conditions to be perfect. It belongs to those who start where they are, with what they have. Think about it. Every person who achieved something great had to begin before they felt ready. They didn't wait for the stars to align. They stepped into uncertainty. They walked through fear, and they figured things out along the way. The illusion of perfect timing is really just fear in disguise. It's your mind trying to protect you from risk by keeping you in the comfort zone. But nothing extraordinary happens in the comfort zone. Growth requires movement, and movement requires starting now. The truth is, starting creates the conditions you've been waiting for. You'll never gain clarity by sitting still. You gain clarity by moving. You'll never discover opportunities by standing on the sidelines. You find them once you're in the game. Waiting keeps you stuck in theory, but starting allows you to build experience, momentum, and confidence. The right time doesn't show up on its own. You create it through action. When you stop waiting for perfect timing, you take back your power. You stop letting circumstances control your future, and you start shaping your destiny. You begin to realize that every small step forward, no matter how imperfect, is better than standing still. Even mistakes become valuable because they teach you, refine you, and prepare you for what's ahead. Action is the teacher that waiting can never be. You don't have to have it all figured out to begin. You don't need to know the whole journey to take the first step. All you need is the courage to start, even if your hands are shaking, even if your voice trembles, even if you don't feel ready. Because the truth is, readiness comes from doing. Timing becomes perfect the moment you decide to move. Faith is not about having every answer laid out before you take a step. It's about trusting that the next step will reveal itself once you move. Too many people hesitate because they want to see the entire road before they start walking. They want guarantees, assurances, and a map with every turn already marked. But life doesn't work that way. Faith is stepping forward even when the path is uncertain, knowing deep down that if you move with conviction, the way will open. Think about it. When you drive at night, your headlights only show you a small stretch of the road. You can't see the entire journey, but you trust that if you keep moving forward, the path will continue to unfold. That's how dreams work. You don't need to see the whole picture. You just need to see enough to take the first step. The rest will reveal itself as you go. Waiting for total clarity is just another way of giving in to fear, and fear will always keep you standing still. Faith is what separates those who talk about possibilities from those who bring them to life. Anyone can say they believe, but real faith shows itself in action. It shows up when you apply for the job you don't feel qualified for, when you start the business with limited resources, when you speak your vision even though people might laugh. Faith doesn't sit and wait. It moves, it tries, it risks, and it dares. And in return, life rewards that boldness. The beauty of faith is that it grows stronger the more you use it. Every step you take without full sight builds confidence for the next. You begin to realize that you are stronger than you thought, more capable than you believed, and more prepared than you imagined. Each act of faith confirms that the unknown is not something to fear, but something to embrace, because it carries within it the opportunities that can change your life. Understand this, that faith and fear will always knock on your door, but only one can lead your steps. Fear demands proof before you act. Faith asks you to act before you see proof. And every time you choose faith over fear, you expand your capacity, you deepen your courage, and you draw closer to the dream that's been calling your name